Hi everyone, so I've come to do a craft with me and it's not a Christmas project. I'm working on a little shabby kind of vintagey journal. I did share a little kit, I think it's a little £1 kit, and I'm using the pages. I shrunk them down. So anyway, I'm making pockets and things, and I thought I would make a little envelope. Now you can use an envelope if you've got one the size for your journal page, but I made this out of some coffee dyed paper, and I'm going to show you in a minute because I'm going to make another one. So this, and it's got some ephemera in there, and like I said, I'm going to do exactly the same so that you can see how I made it, just with some coffee dyed paper and a few bits. And these little bits I might actually put up as a freebie, the images that I've used, so that you can, you know, make one yourself if you want to. Now I'm just going to show you how I'm going to put this into my journal. So I'm going to be putting it in that way. Okay, so it's like a little side envelope pockety thing. Okay, right, so you're going to start off with a sheet of coffee dyed paper, like so. And what I did was I just crunched it, just crinkled it all up because I want it to look really old. Right, now at this point you could like kind of go over with that just to kind of define some of the crinkles that you've created. I'm also going to be using some gesso and a little bit of this pink acrylic paint. I'm going to be using this Tiffany stamp, but you could use any stamp you like. And I've also got this little pink sticker. Right, so I'm just going to fold that up. Actually, I'm going to go like kind of measure, because I can't really remember actually my measurements at all. Right, so I kind of want that about that size. So then I'm just going to fold that in like so. Once you've crinkled that up, it does enough maker. Right, is that about that size? Yes, perfect. Okay, actually let's try and do that so that that's more or less similar in size. Like, so that's more or less similar in size. As you can see here, I'm doing no measurements at all. Right, but what I am going to do is mark my creases so that I can see them when I unfold it all. Okay. That just helped me. Okay, right. So I'm just going to fold this back because I'm going to keep a little bit of this, but the rest of it is actually going to come off because we're not making a flap for this envelope. Right. Hope I am making sense here with you. Just folding these in that way now. And like I said, if you've got an envelope, you could just use that. But I actually don't, excuse me, I don't actually have an envelope, like that style of envelope. I've got the ones that come there and I flap over, but not with like the corner pieces. And the ones that I do have that shape are way too big. Right, so yeah, just defining these right, so that I can see them. Right, because we are going to cut a lot of these off now. Right, okay. Okie dokies. Right, so I'm going to find here, I'm going to find my center, and this is where I do need my ruler. So where's my pencil gone? There it is, over there. Just mark that there. Do the same on the other side. There, and then all I'm going to do is from this corner to that there, just draw a line. Probably easier ways to do it than I'm doing it, but that's just how I done it. Okay, and then here we are going to do we're going to find the middle again of this square, and we're just going to do the same. Just like so. Then we are going to come in with our scissors. And I'm going to just take a little angle there, and then we're going to just cut up these, and that comes off. I didn't do that very well. There we go, and then that's coming off. Now you can keep all them and make little corner pockets if you wanted to. Whoops. Then up here, I'm just gonna take that. I will put that to one side. Oh dear. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. I don't know. I hope I'm not coming down with anything. A lot of people are... Right. This, you can line that up and then just bring that down to about there. You can either chop this little piece off, which I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fold it in. A little bit of glue. Yeah, there's so many people coming down with this flu at the moment. Well, probably all over the world, but here in the UK it's really bad. They're going back to telling people to wear masks because the NHS can't cope with people getting admitted, so that's quite worrying. And there's been school closures as well because of it. Crazy, isn't it? Thought we were kind of over all that. Right, so if you've got a ruler with a design on there, like, I don't know what you call that. I made this myself. Was inspired by Natasha from Treasure Books. You just get a plastic ruler and you can go outside and just rub it on the corner of a brick, and then you can get your little deckled edges. Right, so I do have somewhere half a doily. Oh, there it is. Okay, so because if you see in this one, I've got a doily in there. You don't have to do this part, but I'm gonna just ink up around the edge, and then we're gonna put some glue on there. And on this part up there. I hate doing doilies. But here we go. I think that will hold. I hope. Anyway, we'll just put that on. kind of center that a little bit. All right. And while that's drying, we're going to come in with a little bit of gesso. I'm just going to put it on my finger. So it's only this, and this. But if you're not gluing it in, you might want to do that part as well. But I'm not. Just that's all I'm doing. Just dabbing away. Nothing special. You could use a sponge as well. All right. Okay, so that's going to meet up there. So I'm just going to put glue here and here. And we will close that. Right. I'm using this. I'm using that for inking up as well at the moment. So I've got the Tiffany & Co stamp. And I'm just going to pop that on there. Like so. I'm not worried about it all going on. Just a little bit at the side there. A little bit of script. And if you were doing the back, you could do it all over it as well, but I'm not gonna, so there's no point in wasting ink. Right, a little bit of pink. That's all, just a little bit, because obviously, there we go. Do want to come out now. I don't want to waste like too much of it. Oh, see, that's too much. Too much. There we go. Right. Now I've got that sticker, I'm just gonna put that there. There we go. Kind of wish I'd pop that up a little bit higher, but there we go. I'll just have to trim off a little bit here. Right, I've backed all these onto some coffee dyed paper. I'll cut this out with you. So if you haven't seen, I've been putting up a lot of freebies and some little like £1 kits over my coffee shop, so I'll put the links for all that will be below, so you could go check that out. I'm still planning on doing a few more Christmas projects, but I'm not doing any more Christmas journals now, because I would obviously prefer to get them sent out. Well, I have done. The ones that I've sold have all been sent out now, so that they get to their destination before Christmas. Well, hopefully, because sometimes there's issues in other countries, but everything's tracked anyway, so you can trace it, track and trace. Yeah, so I'll put a little sheet up with some of these little tags and things so that you can Play along if you want to. Just going to put this in a bin. That's me wheeled back now. Should have dragged the bin over. Right, so we're just going to ink these up. Right, this there's a little piece that I'm going to pop on the top of there. I don't know where that is. There we go, we'll do the back of that as well. Go, nearly done. I think the sponge has fallen to bits. Right, hole punch. Had my, oh, there it is. Right, I need to make that a little bit fast. That was another sticker. Okay, where has that gone? Oh, I actually haven't done it. Silly me. So I'm using that again, the ruler. And right, I've got to do this little bit up here. And then we'll ink around there. Actually, I do need that in a minute. So that's just going to sit on there. And punch a hole. I'm just going to use this linen thread. So I need 3 pieces of that. We just thread it through. Let's go wash my hands in a minute. So when this goes up, I will have the little freebie to go with. Obviously you can just use your own coffee dyed paper if you want to do something similar. I'm actually going to try and do a couple of projects using my coffee dyed paper and just turning it into something else. Right, fingers don't want to work, that bow's too big. There we go. Actually, it was, whoops. Okay, nearly done. So I will be working on this little vintage shabby journal over the weekend. Right, so that's that one. Excuse me. Right, so there we have a postcard, our 2 little tags, and then that. And that's the one that I made earlier. So that one I would put in kind of facing like that way. I've got 2 signatures in here, and this one I kind of want to do it so that it's like that. That'd actually look quite nice on there, I think, that one. So yeah, there we go. Just a quick and easy little DIY project for you to do, and check out the little freebie that will be in my shop as well, my other freebies. If you do have any questions, just ask, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.